quite a twosome when he throws the Ozzie Newsome. Brian Brennan, Webster Slaughter, too. They're the bad Cleveland Browns, baddest football team around. Better than a team should be. They're gonna win the AFC. Now the Browns have got a defense that can really rock the place. Tell your runners and receivers that they're gonna be believers when the dogs are getting in their face. There's Golden from Johnson, Clancy, Hairston, and a couple 100 pounds of clay. Now when Chris starts rocking, Frank and Hampton start barking, they'll be dogging you all the way. They're the bad Cleveland Browns, baddest football team around. Better than a team should be. They're gonna win the AFC. If you got a kick, it might make you sick when the Ice Cube does his thing. Praise the Lord and give him thanks because he brought us back to thanks. And now we're banking on a Super Bowl ring. Now the whole league took a fighting, and when the field was finally clear, the Browns were simply meaner, so they're gonna pass it Dean. And Marty was the coach of the year. They're the bad Cleveland Browns, the baddest football team around. Better than the team should be. They're gonna win the AFC. They're the bad Cleveland Browns, baddest football team around. Better than the team should be. They're gonna win the AFC. Yeah, they're better than a team should be. They're gonna win the AFC. Go Browns! On the south side of Lake Erie, there's a place called...
Okay, we have Madeline from Virginia. She's going to answer a couple questions here.
I hope it's not trivia.
And there's no trivia questions. This is all personal opinion. Okay, we have John on the siren.
Get out of here!
Okay, we're gonna try again.
Take 2.
Oh, we don't edit it.
Yeah, there's no editing. Okay, first question. It's an easy question. Give us your Browns resume. Where are you from? How long have you been coming down? How long have you been a Browns fan?
Okay, I've been a Browns fan since I knew what football was, down in little old Virginia Beach.
Okay.
My grandma's from Willowick, and she went to Collinwood High School. I don't know, class of like 45.
The Collinwood Railroaders?
Yes.
Wow, right
I'm
here.
going to take a picture on the steps tomorrow.
Nice.
Okay, so Bernie Kosar. I mean,
That is acceptable.
is the camera rolling?
Well, we thought that was going to be a really good shot there for a second. Whoa, this is wonderfully. This is not G-rated. Okay, next question. Well, we're not going to ask you one of them because it doesn't make sense. What players today are going to be key to the Browns' victory?
Absolutely Mayfield. That's all I have to say.
Don't feel bad. Everybody has said that first. I don't think anybody did not.
I mean,
say
the leader
that
is everything, right?
The
And
leader.
he's just gonna calm everybody down, and he's just gonna get it to who he needs to get it to.
John, are you hearing this?
Oh, yes.
She might have to be a regular. This is perfect. All right.
I'm gonna call in.
We're gonna skip the what's your tailgate menu today because you have beer. Right?
Well, it's some kind of beverage, adult beverage.
Some kind of beverage was on
Yeah.
the tailgate menu, which is perfect. Most important question that we're gonna ask anybody today: what is the final score of today's game and who wins?
Oh, okay. Now I have to tell you, being from the South, Phillip Rivers, I love him. I think he's great. Mad respect. So I'm glad to be able to see him. But we will beat him and the Chargers. And I keep wanting to say San Diego, but I know it's LA now. But I'm gonna say it's gonna be. I'm gonna go with 21 Browns to 7 Chargers.
Wow! Now there's one we have not heard today. She's going to say the Browns defense is going to step it up. 21-7. You heard it here first. Madeline from Virginia. That's all we got for right now.
Ooh. That last interview had our old logo on it.
Oh, wow.
was. You see, the last part is Hugh going. Well, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Wednesday Night Quarterbacks. You were just listening to Madeline from Virginia being interviewed by our very own. This thing's messing up my view here.
Well, while
Baker
you do
couldn't
that,
hit
John,
water if he fell out of a what boat?
Oh,
That's it.
It's too long.
our
Well,
very own Brian.
I have forgotten about this, but are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Put it closer to the mic.
I'm gonna hear it.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Whenever we do that, it's gonna get the video's gonna get tagged.
Ah, your ass is gonna get tagged.
Even less people are gonna see it now.
Great. Hey, it's the celebration music. I keep forgetting that we're actually winning some games.
Nobody has paper bags on their heads.
Not
All right.
yet.
That's all you need to know.
I think Baker had one on his, and it was shielding his face for most of the game. What do you got on the agenda today, John?
Well, I got some quotes. They're really easy. I have some stats. Well, actually, hopefully you have some. And we have a couple stories. And then you heard it here first, so we might be out of here by 8. So someone can go watch Glow.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you're looking for stats, you came to the wrong place this week.
Oh, because there weren't any.
Exactly.
And if the ones there were bad.
You're the stat man.
Like always, everyone, if you want to join, you can go to zoom.us and hit the room number 599-401-010. It's always at the top of the broadcast just in case you're brave and bold. Or if you want to come in at the end for predictions and you can't remember. 599-401-010. Or you can hit that toll-free number. And if you want that number sent to you, obviously I can do that beforehand. But for now, we got to get into some quotes.
Oh, yes!
Yes!
On the quote.
We have the Butcher, the Baker, the Butcher,
Right.
and we have Hunt for Red October, and our QB is Chunt. I have to pick it up because if I think that piss poor performance is going to cut it, it's not.
Yeah, we all know who that is.
Easy. Hunt for Red October, you want to read the next one?
Sure.
Oh, that was Baker.
Yeah,
Everybody got a point for that.
I wanted
everybody
to
gets
have a
one
delay for the people that are watching the show online.
everybody gets a point
All right.
except for
All right.
Jimmy.
So,
He knew we drafted a young man who could beat him out. Competed, got hurt, came back. He looked at me and said, "Coach, whatever you need me to do, I'll do it."
Okay, so who's the player
I know.
and who said it?
number
Ooh,
26,
pick me.
Brady Williams.
Greedy Williams talking about Newsom.
No.
It was Kevin Stefanski talking about Brady Williams.
No.
Yes, it was.
Baker could hit. Oh, what are you doing? You didn't even give him a chance.
Sorry. I thought you wanted to give
I'm
me.
going to say it was Mike
Sorry.
Prefer talking about Greedy Williams. I'm just referring to his spirit.
That's correct. That is exactly correct. And because you nailed the essence of the quote, you get an extra point.
Good job, Jim.
Thanks.
I'm giving John a point on that one.
Even just the road to being back with the Browns, it's going to have its ups and downs, but that's life. As long as you keep on pushing.
We'll say it's Odell. I got nothing else.
Any other guesses?
Not from me. Zermac? John?
I will also say it's Odell. And, you know what? Just to be different, Brian, I'll say it's Jarvis Landry.
Good for you. And?
You like to see the answer.
Yes. That is Tack McKinley.
Oh.
When asked about his absence from the team during preseason.
Then that means
Also known as Sack McKinley.
that gets,
That's right. He had a nice one this past week.
That gets me 1 point and Sturmack -2. Okay.
I was going to go with Landry or Josh Gordon.
Then you were way off.
Josh Gordon is a solid answer. It is not correct, but it's a good guess.
Josh Gordon with his 17th attempt at the NFL.
Right.
He's a meme.
Exactly.
I'm just going to come in and do what I was supposed to do, which is my role, and to play at the highest level.
Now this one I'll say is Greedy Williams.
I'm going to ride the Odell train.
Boy, I'm going to go Chase McLaughlin.
Good call on that, Jimmy. That might be it.
Thank you.
Who's got it? Who's in charge of the slides?
It's Chase McLaughlin.
Greedy Williams.
Greedy.
All right.
Sturmack is now even. Give him 2 points for that.
Now, I just want to correct you. Chase McLaughlin said that both pronunciations are correct.
That's true. You're absolutely right.
So, just to clarify.
Is this another joke like Tyrod and
No,
Tyrod?
I swear to God, he said that in an interview. He said
Tyrod, and concussion.
All right, in any case, here we go.
I think they're all pronounced the same. Yeah, I saw this.
Oh, this
one,
is another
was
quote.
like,
It was too easy to put in there, but
Yeah.
I go sleeveless for one game, and they hit me with a "You got a random drug test in the morning" from
I can
Myles
see-
Garrett's Twitter.
I mean, there are very few specimens in the NFL that look like this guy, so I can see why.
Hey,
Him,
what about this?
yeah. Anyway, what's it? Him, DK Metcalf, and a handful of other gentlemen are chiseled like crazy.
Yeah.
And I could see why somebody would say that, but yeah, it's not like
Yeah.
he's got track marks.
Hey man, he works out with Stipe Miocic. He's doing it au naturel.
That's terrific. All right, what's next?
Let's just admire Miles for another couple seconds.
Oh,
All right, there we go. All
What
right.
kind of show is this? Hey, the dog again.
I just put in the highest rated players according to PFF Cleveland,
Has anybody noticed?
What's in swagger? for
and
no
then
reason?
they put up Troy Hill stats. He was had 6 targets, surrendered 2 catches for 20 yards, and forced a game high 2 incompletions.
Oh hell, that was a great pickup.
Speaking of the dog, has anybody else besides Sturmack have you noticed what has enhanced the fan experience this year at the stadium? Anyone?
I haven't been there yet.
Oh,
No more drumline.
That is an enhancement. I mean, that is so not worth the money. Did they do hang on salute? Oh,
Of course they did.
you didn't have it. Yeah, that's right. We talked
No,
about
hang
that.
on-
We talked
hang
about
on,
that last
Scoopy's
week.
Still there. Brandon Whedon getting caught under the American flag has also been removed.
that is a classic moment in Cleveland sports history.
You mean the actual bringing out the flag?
If that wasn't a
I watched that live with my family.
if that wasn't a
what is
precursor
he
to what
doing?
we were,
we
you know.
actually saw it live. It was insane.
Well, we're at the stadium, and I think, like, at first I thought he was joking. As soon as Brian goes, "Is Brandon Whedon under the flag?" I'm like, "Shut up, idiot. It's a stand up." Wait, he is.
Doesn't get much more embarrassing than
Make
that.
this stuff up.
No, it doesn't.
You can't. That's like
We
something
talk
you
about
would see on
PFF's
TV.
highest graded Browns.
It was Joel, Batonio, and a bunch of defensive players. If that is a surprise.
Number three surprises me.
He had the pick.
He had the pick.
Nice
That
job.
was it.
Yeah, that's a surprise. The surprise for me is that JOK wasn't up there. He was all over the place.
He seems like it. Yeah, I agree.
Yep. He just, I don't think he gets enough snaps.
Maybe. Yeah, that could be it.
No, and
Because they're still kind of easing him in. He's not like, he's not starting, or he just doesn't have
Clowney
enough
up
snaps.
it really isn't.
Yeah, I like
It is cool. I love seeing Clowney's name up there and Malik Jackson.
I keep scrolling through the stats to see if I could say, well, what about this guy? I just can't. I just can't. Malcolm Smith, maybe?
The ball was evenly not distributed.
It was evenly. Well,
He missed just about everybody.
I mean, Higgins and Beckham both had
Want me to
7 looks.
move on? All right.
Boy, we're already at that point.
Still talking about the game. Are we?
Straight to you.
Yeah, if we don't want if we don't want a 20-minute show, we might have to talk. But if not,
Well, let's
It's
talk
about
about the win. Sports radio was filled with people complaining, but I thought, a good analogy I heard, it was either this morning or yesterday, guy calls in and said, let's take golf, par 4, Joe Average golfer. Would you rather have a beautiful drive right down the middle and then 4-putt the hole and double bogey, or straight to get on the green and get 2 putts and par? A win is a win is a win.
Only in Cleveland will people complain. Up and
Well, I
down,
think-
left and right, hair on fire when we win. It was
Exactly.
the way
As long as you
was
get
the way
the
it
par,
looked.
I don't care how you get to the hole in 4 strokes. As long as you get the win, that's
And
all that
fast forward-
matters.
Right,
So-
and fast forward to January, nobody's going to be saying, yeah, remember back in Minnesota when Baker
No.
missed a wide open OBJ? We're going to be going,
Right.
man, good thing we got that win because that's home playoff game, that's seeding, that's whatever. So at this point in the season, yeah, the offense looks pitiful. The offensive line, pass blocking looks pretty rough. But, hey, you're going to get ugly wins just like the Raiders did last year in Cleveland. That was
Right.
ugly as can be.
I
The
gotta
pass
ask.
blocking does look rough. John, do we have a box score to break down, or is the next slide just you here first?
You know, but I gotta
we
ask
don't have a
you
box
guys,
score.
Anybody
we'll
want
just
to?
talk about the game
Anybody?
now, and
Anybody throw your 2 cents in as to what is wrong with Denzel Ward? What is wrong with him this year?
nothing.
He looks.
Did you see the play he made down the right sideline with the game on the line when they threw to Justin?
the
when he
one
knocked the
play
ball
in
away?
4 games that he made. Yeah, I saw the one play in 4 games that he made. Who was he on the whole game?
One play?
I'm asking you, who was he covering in that game?
Either
I know you
Thielen
were
or Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, he was
a very
on
good receiver,
Jefferson
by
the
the way.
whole time. Jefferson caught 6 of his 7 targets for 84 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah,
Yeah, but how much of that was in the first drive?
I'm just saying.
And that-
I'm not referring to him. I said, what's wrong with him this year?
there's nothing
And
wrong.
if you're gonna say that every week he's looked good,
This
you wanna
is
talk
his.
about the
Wrong
one
with it.
play.
This is technically his 4th.
I'm-
This is technically his 2nd game of the season.
I'm trying to be on his team. You know me. I'm trying to be that guy as much as I want to be.
Listen, we need the ability that we need from him this year is availability. So
Right.
let's just hope that he keeps staying out there, keeping his body healthy, and staying on the field.
But you're talking about the touchdown, right, Brian?
I'm talking
The
about in
touchdown,
general.
specifically the touchdown.
I'm talking about week to week, play to
John,
play. I'm not
okay,
talking about
John
my schedule.
Johnson, the third, said that he was supposed to have bracketed coverage on that touchdown, and he bit on an inside
Jimmy,
route by the
you're-
slot,
you're-
and he didn't come over to help.
you're going
Ward
back-
was expecting help, and he got toasted.
Okay,
It happens.
I'm gonna go start the question again. What is wrong with him this year?
Nothing.
What happened to him on that
There's
one?
nothing wrong with him.
Nothing. He's fine.
It happens all over the league in
He's
every
doing-
game against every cornerback because you can't touch these receivers. They're at a total disadvantage, and that's just the way of the NFL.
Well, then we'll make excuses for him. That's all.
He's down a little bit.
You can't say anything bad about a defensive back to Jimmy Klingenberg.
Well, not anybody that went to Ohio State apparently.
Or went to Lake Catholic.
Holy
Vikings scored a touchdown. We scored 11 points in the second, and then we scored another 3 in the fourth.
It was a pitcher's duel. It was a boring game to watch.
You know,
don't what else
I
to
am glad
say.
you said that, Mr. Spalding, because, like, what are we bitching about when the other team only scored 7 fucking points? What are you complaining about?
First drive of
I
the
don't
series.
I don't think
Was
anyone-
Cousins throwing the ball all over the place? No.
I don't think
He
anyone's
sucked.
complaining about the win.
He sucked.
I think everyone's complaining about how they won.
So did Baker.
No, I thought it's interesting to me how we all are able to pick and choose who we want to pick on and who we don't want to pick on.
Obviously, he's picking on Ward. I'm going to pick on Baker.
Oh, I'll jump right on that bandwagon with you. They look like dog shit. They look like dog shit.
He even said so.
From the word go, that pass in the end zone, was that to Hunt or was that to Odell?
It was to Hunt, but Odell, if he had been there just a little bit more, he could have got it.
That's the problem. If that was to Hunt, that was 2 feet over his head. He barely got his fingertip on it.
Right.
If it was to Odell, who was behind him, then Hunt should have been there.
No, it was to Hunt.
It's unacceptable.
It was terrible. He missed so many wide open looks.
Right.
I guess
to Harrison Bryant down the left sideline was wide open. Totally missed that throw. The guy was wide fucking open. I could have thrown it.
The one that he completely missed to Demetric Felton on like that 3rd and 7 where he was standing there by himself.
Right, he just ran the ball instead of throwing it.
What was that?
What the fuck are you doing, man?
I mean, I thought the way that play developed, I thought that was the play. He was the hot read. He was the only place he was going to throw the ball, and then he didn't even see him. I don't understand how that worked out. It was absolutely terrible.
It was weird because it seemed like that was the play, and then he just didn't even look at it. Like, what? What?
Have you ever seen anybody more wide open than he was there and Harrison Bryant was on that other play? And he just completely just missed him.
And the most important stat remains Andy Janovich, 2 attempts, 0 yards, 1 touchdown after 4 weeks.
Very solid. We could talk about Baker all night.
Well, that's what we're here for, Jimmy. We're not all trying to go watch Glow.
I like that sack. I like that sack by
we can break it down. I just, let's face it. Is he hurt or did he just have a bad game?
Yeah, but this isn't something that's been happening just since he hurt the shoulder. He's been kind of flying the ball here and there since the beginning of the season. Now, his accuracy has been a lot better. I don't know what he's been doing the past couple weeks. They've just been, luckily for us, he's been throwing the ball 6 yards over these guys' heads so they don't get intercepted.
I didn't think last week he was that bad. This week he was bad.
It was. I don't know how many times during that game you guys probably did too, where I just said, "What the fuck is he doing? What the hell was that?"
Right.
I mean,
many times.
No, not even. Nobody has an answer.
Updated stat on Andy Janovich: 0 yards rushing, 1 catch, 1 touchdown, 1 2-point conversion.
That's phenomenal.
Why do we give 2 shits about Andy Janovich and his stats?
Because I have him as my starting running back on a fantasy team.
What?
He would.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Of course I don't.
Of course he does. He absolutely does. I guarantee he does. He's not lying.
He's got him stashed.
Yeah, he's got him stashed. He's got him as a flex. We could look. We did have 184 rushing yards total in that game. You could look at Chubb and combined for 160.
Our QB is chunked.
Our QB, pretty much.
I still hate that name.
What do you guys? Did you guys watch the Monday night game and scope out the?
I did.
Chargers a little bit. What did you think? They don't look too bad.
The one thing I could say about that game, and at first I thought the broadcasters were being a little, trying to get people tuned in or listening closer, where they're like, "Oh man, this stadium is half full of Raider fans," and I'm like, "Yeah. Oh my God, they completely took over."
I was going to say half. I think it was more.
It's way worse.
That's for a winning football team.
They have no fans at all.
No, absolutely not.
I feel bad for them. They're a good fucking team too. That's what sucks for them.
They were a decent team when they had Rivers there. I think they're a better team now with Herbert, and they don't give a shit. Nobody gives a shit.
No, nobody gives a shit in LA, period. And if they do give 1/10 of a shit, it's for the Rams.
Yeah, and I don't even think they're
exactly what you said. That's why Los Angeles people in general don't care about shit. Maybe the Lakers, but none of the other sports.
I mean,
like,
I don't
having two teams there is so stupid.
What is the solution? The Chargers move back to San Diego? That'll never happen.
No, they should have never left.
Well, they should have never left.
They never should have left.
What do you do?
I don't know.
You can't take it back. So what's the move? Do they? Does somebody in the league, does the owner, do they realize, hey, look, we can fucking play here. Nobody wants us here. We gotta move. Will they be the next team in the NFL to relocate to some city we haven't even thought of yet?
England.
Nashville's the Titans. Man, yeah, I don't know. No, it's second team in Chicago is what I'm hearing.
Second team in Chicago?
Been brought up.
Wow, that would be. Or could they be the Columbus Chargers?
What about they could be the only team in New York? Those two teams suck.
Hey, the Jets got a
what about the Bills?
Bills aren't moving.
Bills.
I know,
Buffalo
they're not the...
Bills will never
They already smash enough tables there. Could you imagine if their football team left? Holy shit.
It looks like we're going to You Heard It Here first. We have a point to award. I don't know who's going to get it on a 14-7 game with all these predictions.
I'll tell you what, everybody, I'm happy to say, out of all the predictions that we had this past week, I was the only fool that picked the Vikings, and that's fine. I went against the grain, thought maybe, you know what, I'll steal a point if we suck up the room, which anything could have happened after the first quarter. It was tough, man, it's tough. Everybody picked point totals in the 50s. I mean...
That was the over/under. Was 50?
Jimmy had 49. He was close.
Oh, so he's done. So he's going to get the point?
No, he's not. The lowest score prediction that I have, back-to-back week winner, Liz P with 27-17.
Wow.
She was
Wow.
She was far and away the closest to the score.
Bob Barker would say everybody's over. You got to rebid.
Yeah, and unfortunately we can't do that. I'm sorry. Everybody was in the 50s except for her and Jimmy and Connie, but she was by far and away the closest to the score. With
okay, what was it then? Tell us.
What was what?
What was her final prediction?
27-17.
Oh.
I mean, she was closer than anybody.
All right. I almost got it.
It was pretty sad. I mean, we had scores. People, almost some of them borderline 70 total points being scored in this game.
Hold on. I got some comments I got to read in.
Oh, someone watched?
Yeah.
Vicky says, "You go, Brian." I think that's because
Chargers a little more, you know.
I think the "You go, Brian" from Vicky was talking about how you came up and owned that you were the only one to pick the Vikings and you were being humble on air. I think she appreciated that.
I just tried to.
Stephen Thomas says our ID is not working. 599-401-010.
Really?
You go to zoom.us. 599-401-010. That is
Stephen
the room
Thomas
code.
can't log in?
No.
What don't you fucking understand?
Matthew says, how about Baker tying them shoes? What a teammate.
That was the best thing he did the whole fucking game.
He said, what's up, cuz? That's my cousin, Matt.
Good old Matt. We miss him.
He's never been on here.
That's all right. We still miss him.
Matt, you can come on the Fancast whenever you want.
Oh, man. Anybody going to make a realistic prediction about this week's game?
We have one from Tom P.
Which, by the way, just in case you guys are wondering, Sunday's my birthday, so Browns, give me a win, would you? Please? 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 Thank you.
27-17, Browns win. Duh. Run it up their ass. Browns D is stout as...
Fuck.
Here comes Stephen Thomas.
Was that Tom P?
That was Tom P.
Uh-oh. There he is.
Whoa, nice virtual background, you nerd. Turn that phone down.
How to get on here?
Turn your phone video. Turn your phone volume down.
I heard you weren't allowed 500 yards of a school.
Steve Thomas is here.
Winter chicken dinner. I don't think so. Winter sheen dinner.
Don't mind the other John in here, Stephen. He has sound bites that he likes to play.
That only he likes to play.
And sometimes that only he gets.
Yeah.
Now it's Neil deGrasse Tyson. Okay, look at that.
What are you doing in here? Are you coming to make a prediction? Are you coming to tell us all how you apologize for that Chicago game? You know what kind of slander are we in for? The other John in here, Stephen. He has. Turn that down.
Your radio 7 set you're behind.
Sometimes only he. Turn that down. I'm gonna mute you.
If this was
He hasn't
ESPN
said
radio,
anything.
you could kick off.
I don't think he can hear. Coming to tell us all how you apologize. He can't hear us. Chicago game, he's 30 seconds behind. Now he's gonna talk and he's gonna get muted.
This guy had to go to Bowling Green with you fools, didn't he?
Now he hears it.
He's already muted. He's just in here listening. He's not. He knows he can't unmute because he doesn't know how to turn down the volume of the show and talk.
He has a doctorate. What the hell?
Any other predictions in here? Let's see.
Oh my God!
I was scared.
I got a couple
watching Monday Night Football.
I got a couple predictions that came in earlier today that people put on the last week's thread, but I put them on here earlier. We got Tom P. Sr. says Browns 28, Chargers 13. Kenny Cunningham says Browns 24, Chargers 21. So,
he should not be able to post his own to that page.
Who?
Mr. Cunningham.
Audio problems.
Ken Cunningham posted it on last week's Give Me Your Prediction.
Oh, gotcha.
So did Mr. Pickett.
No, Ken Cunningham made his own post. He just put his prediction in a post.
Well, he did that, and then he also put it on last week's post.
Follow the thread, Ken.
Oh, Kenneth.
Yeah, I'm nervous about this game, man. Their defense looks good. Baker did not look too good.
Can I interject there for a moment, John?
Can only hope.
You know who has a 29th ranked rush defense in the NFL?
The Chargers?
The Chargers.
Yes, that's good.
Bad against the run. Guess what we're good at?
Our QB is Chunt.
Exactly.
I thought you were going to say time the offensive lineman's shoes.
All right, I like that. Thanks for bringing the knowledge.
45 fucking times.
Whoa.
So listen, is this better? Can you hear me now?
Oh,
yeah.
Fantastic. I missed you guys. That's what was going on. I just wanted to check in.
We're good. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing fantastically well. And this week, I think the Browns are going to lose.
Shocking.
Thanks for joining us.
Hey, is your team going to lose?
We appreciate it.
Well, the way things have been going so far this year, I mean, they probably will. So,
yeah.
Okay,
I just want the Browns to experience that misery.
Steven?
We have for decades.
Steven,
for a long time.
Steven,
right.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
You know how this works, right? When you say somebody's going to win and or lose, can you give me a number?
Based on...
Oh, Jesus, here we go.
No, listen, based on how I see Stefanski calling plays, it's going to be the Browns will score 16 points. And the Chargers, they're going to have... I'm going to go upwards of 30. Let's go 30 to 16.
He says it with such a straight face.
What?
Did you say 30 to 16?
No.
30 to 16.
Absolutely not.
Stefanski's going to go score. There are going to be 2 touchdowns, one for Chubb, one for Hunt.
Okay.
Stefanski's going to go for 2. on each touchdown.
He does like doing that.
Then it's over.
Right, so the Browns defense is going to totally shit the bed.
All right, just so
They're
I'm clear.
due. They're due for that. They're due. They had 2 fantastic games.
Right.
And then now they're gonna go back to being the Browns.
No one in Cleveland is calling Sunday's game fantastic by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, I wonder.
And maybe the defense was fantastic though.
Hey, but they were. They showed up.
Yeah, they did. Well, they made up for the offensive shortcomings. That's for sure.
Nice way to say it.
Hey, Steve, I'm just curious. I have this book here called Experimental Methodology. Is this where you got the upwards of 30? I don't see that anywhere in here as far as
Well, the
any
problem
research
is,
that,
he's saying
that is
upwards
published.
of 30
My
and
findings
then
said upwards of 30. Yeah, don't see it here. Well, Southern Cal education.
Okay, I need other predictions, John Sturmack. What say you?
I am ready to go. 24-20. I'm taking the Chargers. 24-20, San Diego Superchargers. That defensive line scared the hell out of me Monday, and the Browns' offensive line scares me more.
Oh.
All right.
Where'd you get that song?
Oh, that's anywhere you want it, man. That's the San
Don't say
Diego
it.
Superchargers
Don't say it.
fight song.
It is?
What says you, Jimmy Klingenberger?
I say Browns 27?
You're asking, you're asking or you're saying?
24.
24.
24 Browns.
Ooh, a nail biter.
Yes.
All right, John Spalding. Any other predictions come in on the interweb?
No, I just yelled at everybody.
Miles Garrett, game-winning sack.
Jim, tell me about San Diego. Tell me about the Chargers' offense, because
Chargers offense is
it's
fucking
pretty good.
They're
Eckler,
really
Eckler was showing out. Herbert's obviously good.
Eckler, Keenan Allen, Mike
Keenan Allen,
Williams.
Cook.
Fucking Herbert's a fucking stud.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, they're good. Good.
All right.
offense.
All right, I'm going 27-24 us.
That's what I said. All right.
Did you?
That's
Yeah.
exactly what Jimmy said.
Oh, let's see. All right, I got to reconsider then. I'm going to go 30 to
Upwards of
27.
30?
Us.
When you said 30, did you mean upwards of 30?
Upwards of 30.
No, I meant 30.
He just was giving himself a window, so anything over 30, he's good.
There it is.
Yeah.
Thank you. Exactly.
And, we don't
Let's
give
check this one out here. Competencies for analysis and applications.
I'll
I
tell you
don't
what,
see upwards of
All
30.
you're doing is showing people the textbooks you have in your house.
I got a.
Bathroom reading.
I have a lot
Exactly.
of I have a lot of problems with you.
I can
people.
put myself in front of my bookcase.
And I have a lot of problems with this game
No
coming
one
up
wants
on
to
Sunday.
see that.
You'd like to think that the Chargers, playing on Monday night, short week, all that blah 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 shit, but we're the ones that got to go all the way across the country. Their offense, man, Herbert is the real deal. Their running game is good. Their offensive line is their defense can be taken advantage of. I get that, but their wide receivers, tight ends, their offense is they got to be up there in the rankings. I don't know that I agree with Mr. Sturmack's assessment that the Chargers are going to win this game.
Don't forget
What?
about what I said. The Chargers have one of the worst run defenses in the league.
I am
So did
going to
Minnesota.
say- I'm going to say the Browns are going to have a hard time moving the ball this week.
No, not on the ground.
Jimmy says no, so we're not listening to him. I'm going San Diego 27, Browns 17. Pains me to say it. I'm going with the Chargers.
It really sucks that you always make yourself go last. Why don't you, when you are predicting a loss like you have the last 2 weeks, go first?
I'm writing everything down for everyone else. If I didn't pry it out of you guys, I wouldn't be able to get numbers out of your mouth. We got upwards of 30.
You know, it's bad enough we have Bearcats beat the Irish, which was cool. Get going and predicting a 30-something? Upwards of 30-something loss. But we have you, one of the OG fancasters, doing this to us a second week in a row with your pragmatism, and you're trying to get the point.
Wait a minute. Sturmack called it first. Actually...
Oh, he did?
Well, Steven called it first.
Sturmack
jumped on his bandwagon, and I'm the third one, actually. So you can't blame it on me this time. I was not the first one and only one.
We're leaving with my family member. 24-21 Browns from Matt S.
24, 21. So I'm missing picks from Liz P, Glenn,
Jeremy,
and a host of others.
and a couple other one-offs. Did you get Connie's? Connie and Scott.
We got Connie and
What about the bug man?
All right, everyone. Well,
let's leave it on this, guys. The Browns are -1 on the spread and -106 on the money line, so they are favored.
okay. This is the video that we're leaving you with is the DC Dogs tailgate.
I love DC Dogs.
And Romeo.
And if I remember correctly.
Bearcats beat the Irish. Thanks for coming on. I'm glad the link worked this time.
Thanks for joining us for the last 4 minutes of the show.
He came in to give his prediction and to troll us with his terrible...
I'm on the West Coast. I was working.
Where exactly on the West Coast are you?
I'm in Seattle.
The Mac.
All right, hold on. Yo, hey, gotta put my dude. Hey, Columbus is in the building, baby. Columbus is in the house.
What's going on, y'all?
Oh, man.
Put it out, yes. Columbus is in the house. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Going down the Muni lot.
You already know.
Down here.
Yeah.
Come on down.
That's how we do.
See the bus up in here, you know we here.
Yeah.
DC Dogs, baby. Welcome aboard.
Yeah. All the way from Columbus, baby. Oh,
yes, sir.
All the way from Columbus.
Go check
Then
that.
we're going inside.
Hey,
Follow me to the inside.
Yeah. What you got, baby?
Follow him to the inside, John. We're going to take a tour of the bus for the DC Dogs all the way from Columbus. That's how they do it over here. They got the setup. Oh, and the AC is on.
Fun. Y'all come in here, relax, get you some nice cold air.
Ernest from Columbus.
Ernest from Columbus.
I'm going to ask you some easy questions. Is that all right?
That's perfectly fine.
We got Ernest, DC Dogs from Columbus.
That's right.
Whew, every game you come down?
Yes, sir. Season ticket holder.
Since when?
Last 3 years.
Last 3 years. Okay. You going to work tomorrow?
Probably not. Probably not going to work tomorrow.
I love the honest answer.
Nope.
Oh, you're supposed to go to work tomorrow.
I'm supposed to go to work tomorrow. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
All right. So besides Baker and Odell, we know they got to show up today. Who else needs to show up so the Browns can get a victory?
I say Odell Beckham has to continue doing what he did. Okay. Had a good game last week. Let's do a little better this week, Odell.
So other than him, who else can you think of that we got to...
Well, Njoku hurt, although he had a good game last week.
Right.
Chubb, he'll be there. He'll be doing it again.
All right, give us your quick prediction. Final score, who's going to win?
Let's go Cleveland Browns. 27-26, Cleveland Browns.
Ooh,
guaranteed.
That's a nail biter right
27-26, Cleveland Browns. It's going to be a close one.
You heard it here first. Wednesday Night QBs live in the Muni-Watt.
DC Dogs. DC Dogs.
All right, hold on. Yo.
On the south side of Lake Erie, there's a place called Cleveland Town. And if you go down there, you better just beware of a team called the Cleveland Browns. They came alive in 85 and 86, they're going for more. Bring on the Broncos, Bengals, Bears, the Dolphins, Steelers, we don't care because we're going to the Super Bowl.